This is the reviewer. Today we're gonna review Batman Forever for Super Nintendo. I used to have this system when I was a kid. I used to play a lot of Super Nintendo games like Super Mario World 2, Street Fighters, and some other boxing games in my time. And to tell you the honest truth, Super Nintendo was a great system to play back in its time. But unfortunately, I lost it with most of all my other games. I went to the thrift store the other day and I picked this up for $3. I got a lucky find on this one. So I'm very glad I got this for a good price. You could see the label is in such bad, worse condition. Batman Forever. The actual original label is peeled off, and front of the cartridge is not too good. Top of the cartridge is not too good. Back of the cartridge is in good condition, but little scratches and little scuffs around here. But this is definitely an original Nintendo game. There's no gameplay footages of this game, and unfortunately, this is just cartridge, no box, no manual, just cartridge by itself. But yeah, Batman Forever, is a good game to play, and I'm gonna put some images up of the game, how the game looks on the actual cartridge. Let's put the images up. Yeah, Batman Forever is one of those good games that, I used to play. A lot of games were on the Sega Genesis, because the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo was competing back in the days. And I have a Batman Forever game on the Sega Genesis. But that now I will review in an upcoming Batman marathon. So for now, I got lucky with this the other day and I got this in the thrift store. So put this down and let's go straight to the star chart. I will give Batman Forever for Super Nintendo because the gameplay footages are very good, and unfortunately the label's been ripped off. Somebody wrote Batman Forever 05. I don't know why the hell they would have wrote that on the label anyways. 05, I don't know what that stands for. I think it stands for 2005. But yeah, I'm just guessing. Super Nintendo had great quality audio back in its time and one of the best systems that they ever made back in the days. Classic times. I'll give this a 3 out of 5 stars on the star chart. I don't know. I probably might end up doing away with this. Probably just end up selling it and get back a better profit, or just end up keeping it. Back to reality now. Yeah, there's not really much for me to talk about this one here. So now I am finished with this game here. I have a surprise for you guys. I have updated a recent game that I reviewed on the Genesis a while back. Art Alive for Sega Genesis. I'm very glad my guy, he gave me a good price on this. He was selling this for $5. Remember how I showed you guys in the past that the cartridge of this game was in bad condition? It wasn't as good. But now I got a cartridge that is in good condition. So I'm very glad that I actually updated this game here. And I'm very glad that I actually can put this game to rest. And I kind of, updated the art style of this game too as well. Although there's a little mark down there, but that's okay. And a little mark right here. If you guys want to check out a review of this game, I'll put the link down in the description below how I reviewed this game, because this is not a common game and you guys can go check it out. So we're gonna move on to the next topic, what we're gonna talk about. Put up a chart here for me, please, secretary.
Okay.
So basically, I'm gonna review every Sonic game in my collection that I have on the Genesis, and they're all in good condition. I'm very excited to review most of all my Sonic games and stuff like that, and we're gonna just get right into the marathon, trust me. Plus, I have ROM hacks that I'm gonna also review in my collection I have a little surprise for you guys, so, don't even worry when the Sonic Marathon ends. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, I have two ROM hacks that, I'm going to review in the near future. Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario World 64 for some reason on the Sega Genesis. Those two games I'm going to actually review on the Genesis, although they're ROM hacks. But yeah, again, there's not really much to talk about with this one here. If you guys like the videos I make, please subscribe to this channel, please comment down below, and please like my videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Signing out.